Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. In a few moments, I'll be sharing with you my predictions video for the new season of Ready to Love, which takes place in Miami this year. And by predictions, I mean that in this video, I'll be predicting which cast members will be locked to get voted off the show, which cast members may make it to the finale, and what you might expect as a whole from the season. Now, if you've been following my previous Ready to Love reviews, then you would know that from the past 2 seasons, I did these predictions videos without having seen a single episode or preview for the show, and each time I accurately predicted which cast members would get voted off, and I was pretty close in guessing which cast members would make it to the end. So this video isn't really any different. The predictions that I'll be making for the most part will be based solely on looks and age, but I must say up front that I am definitely no image consultant, nor do I consider any of the cast members ugly or unattractive. I am simply just a realist, and I understand how the majority of cast members think when they have to vote somebody off the show. And I also understand that this show has a history of casting women who don't want to have any more kids, while casting younger men who do want to have kids. So without any further delay, let's jump into this predictions video. First, let's start with the women. For my locks to get voted off, I would have to choose April, Dominica, and Kayla. With April and Dominica, or maybe pronounced Dominica, they're both in their 40s, and historically speaking, men over the age of 35 on the show have a tendency to gravitate towards women who are under the age of 40. I also don't think that the men will be physically attracted to April and Dominica, at least not as much as the other women on the season. I also gotta roll with Kayla as a lock to get voted off for different reasons. I'm 99% sure that this Kayla is the same Kayla that's on the YouTube channel The Lapeef Network. And if she is, then I could bet the house that she's getting eliminated within the first 2 rounds. On the Lapeef Network, Kayla is divisive and argumentative with the men, and I don't think the men on the show will stand for that too long. Now, when it comes to the women who will make it to the finale, I predict that at least 2 of these women will be locks to make it to the finale. I definitely like Brandy and Looney, and this is because they are around the same age range that most of the past male cast members like for prospective women. And I like that their assets will surely keep the attention of the men. I like Jamala for the same reason, but I think her confidence will get the attention of a few men on the show. Charisse to me is a wild card. I think that most of the men will be physically attracted to her, but she could possibly lose her spot due to not making enough connections or due to her age. And because of that, I can see Kadian, Shakira, or Trinika sneaking in and taking Charisse's spot if not someone else. Now let's move on to the men. For my locks to get voted off, I gotta roll with Alonzo, Sean, and LJ. One thing that the show has proven is that the female cast members are as driven by looks as the men are. And I don't think that the women will be physically attracted to Alonzo. I think that the women will have some initial attraction to Sean and LJ, but that attraction won't be enough to get themselves out of the friend zone. When it comes to locks that will make it to the end, I gotta roll with Calvin and Devin with this pool of guys. Swaze, I believe, is also on the list, but I would consider him to be a wild card. I think Jawan and Samson could easily replace him, and I think Randall and Mike could be sleepers that make it to the finale. Now at this point in the game, it's kinda hard to predict which cast members will fully connect with each other and how far they'll make it. I actually need to see the season to do that. And it is my plan to watch this season of Ready to Love. However, I do sense and predict that this season will be just as foolish and toxic as the past 3 seasons. I'm not fully committed to putting in the work to review this show on a weekly basis, but I'll make this bet with you. If I do review the show, and any of the cast members that I have locked to go home actually make it to the finale, then I will do the unthinkable. I will show my face for the YouTube world to see. Now how's that for a bet? But this marks the end of my predictions video. What do you think of my predictions? And do you have any predictions of your own? Do you have any faith that this season of Ready to Love will capture the greatness that the earlier seasons had? Feel free to leave your comments below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to each and every comment. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.